I'll be honest, most dress shoes look great, but I just can't wait to get them off my feet at the end of the day. And most sneakers, they feel great, but they just look too casual for the office or for meetings. Well, what if you could have both in one pair of shoes? Well, that's the claim that Amberjack makes. They say that their shoes combine the polish of a dress shoe with the comfort of a sneaker. Today, I'm seeing for myself with two of their most popular styles, the hole cut hybrid and the cap toe shoe. Do they actually deliver? Let's get into it. Welcome to Stray Reviews. I'm Lee, and today I'm reviewing the Amberjack hole cut hybrid and the Amberjack cap toe shoe. If you're not familiar with Amberjack, it's a young brand that kicked things off in 2020. The company's founder had experience partnering with brands like Cole Haan, Allen Edmonds, and Adidas, and you can actually really see how the styles from these three brands, they converge with these designs that we're going to look at today. These shoes are elevated, maybe even a bit dressy depending on the settings, but they're also light and they're flexible and they're cushioned like sneakers. In fact, the footbeds are 3 times thicker than what you'll find in your average dress shoes, and they really stack up against the footbeds of any of the sneakers that I own. This company places a high priority on comfort and sustainability and style, and they build in Portugal with LWG certified leather uppers, and they also have sheepskin liners. Two of their styles really jumped out at me, the hole cut hybrid and, like I said, the cap toe. The hole cut hybrid is a hole cut shoe, meaning that the upper is made from a single piece of whole grain leather and it is sewn together at the heel. And this is a great option for the office, for date nights, or even casual meetings. I got mine in this color chestnut. The inside is lined with an unusually smooth recycled textile lining that really does welcome my feet. And they have a thick, cushiony, removable footbed that's unique in that it conforms to your foot over time without flattening out as quickly as other footbeds do. And beneath the footbed is actually even more cushioning. The outsoles are high-performance TPU and recycled rubber that's really light and it's flexible, just like an athletic shoe. The laces are round wax laces for a touch of class, and the tongue includes a leather lace loop to help keep it in place, and that tongue is also padded. The hole cut hybrid sells for $225 and, like I said, is made in Portugal. Now, the other shoe I picked up from Amberjack is the cap toe, and I got this one in an Italian suede that they call grizzly for that color. The suede is water resistant, and that helps to set my mind at ease if I get caught in the rain. The inside is lined with a perforated sheepskin lining, and the removable footbed is the same cushiony foam like the hole cut is. And there's also some more cushioning underneath that, just like the hole cuts. They have a foam midsole for arch support and a TPU outsole that's light, and it's actually, I found, to be even more flexible than the hole cuts. They're topped off with a pull tab at the heel, round wax laces, and there's actually just plenty of great detailing on these uppers. The cap toe sells for $199, and as all their shoes are made, they're made in Portugal. I'm going to get into the good, the bad, and the bottom line of these offerings, but first I want to let you know that Amberjack kindly sponsored this video, and they've given me also the freedom just to share my honest opinion. That includes the good, the bad, and the bottom line. So thanks so much, Amberjack, for sponsoring this video. If you want to take a closer look at these shoes, I'll leave a link down in the description below. All right, let's talk about the good of these offerings from Amberjack, starting with the hole cut hybrid. Now, being a hole cut shoe, I really like the simple, clean, minimalist design of this one. The white midsole really pops, and it gives them sort of a relaxed but not too casual vibe. And even though they have an athletic shoe comfort to them, they still carry themselves in a way that is really at home in an office, at a date night, or really Sunday church setting as well. And speaking of comfort, Amberjack really does deliver. I really wouldn't have any problem just jogging down the street or down the sidewalk with one of these, taking stairs, or just having them on my feet all day. They're well cushioned everywhere, including the tongue, as I mentioned before. They are bouncy and they just feel great on my feet. Also, with these hole cuts, I was really impressed by the craftsmanship. No glue, no missed stitching, no weird lumps on the inside, which, believe it or not, I have experienced those in more expensive shoes. The Hole Cut Hybrid is for anyone who likes a clean, casual, laid-back everyday shoe. Like when a sneaker is just too casual, but you don't want to sacrifice the comfort. So what about the cap toe shoe? Well, first of all, I really like this Grizzly suede. It is a super go with everything leather that does a great job of elevating some jeans or pairing with almost just about any other kind of pants in your wardrobe. They really are shoes that you could wear to the office and all around town. They can even serve as a one and done when you're going on a trip. They might even be a little bit more versatile, in my opinion, than the hole cuts, since they're slightly dressier in appearance. It seems like the cap toe was designed around the idea of just keeping your feet cool. Much of the sheepskin lining is perforated, and you'll notice that the toe is perforated too, rather than a smooth toe like you'd see on a traditional cap toe dress shoe. All this perforation really does keep that air moving and keep the feet cool. The fit on this one really hits a sweet spot for me. They're not quite as narrow as the hole cut, and the length is just perfect. And I love it when I can just order my Brannick size and get the perfect fit right off the bat. And like Amberjack's other shoes, they have a great, comfortable, cushy feel to them. Personally, I think it is very cool that Amberjack has taken such a comfort-first approach to their shoes. These are going to hit a sweet spot for a lot of people who work jobs that require them to wear dress shoes, because in my opinion, they're just as comfortable as any sneaker I own. And I wish that these existed like 20 years ago when I worked in an office. Tap that like button for me if you like a comfort-first approach and a great elevated aesthetic. All right, let's talk about the bad of the Amberjack Hole Cut Hybrid and the cap toe. And since both of these shoes have a lot of similar qualities to them, I'm just gonna kind of lump them together here in this section. On the bad side, if you're a traditionalist who prefers Goodyear welted or Blake stitched shoes built from only organic materials, you might want to take a pass on these. There are synthetic materials throughout the Amberjacks, and they are cemented together, so they can't be resoled if they're worn through. Things like perforated cap toes or running type soles on a hole cut dress shoe might not appeal to someone with heritage tastes, and it really just depends on how important that out-of-the-box comfort is to you. Also, Amberjack shoes don't really fit neatly into a box. They're part dress shoe and part sneaker. And if your use case is ultra casual, these might be too formal. And if your use case is really formal, these might just be too casual. For an everyday daily driver though, these really are spot on. You tell me, do you lean more heritage with a break-in required, or are you all about comfort right off the bat? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, I'm gonna give you my bottom line opinion, but if you're getting some value out of this today, then I want to invite you to the My Favorite Things free monthly newsletter, where I send out a list of my favorite gear and apparel each month, and I will leave a link to that down in the description as well. Okay, the bottom line is that Amberjack is creating something new in a product category that has traditionally been full of either/ors. Either elevated but needing break-in, or casual and comfortable. They have really created something that's both dressed up and comfortable, and by doing so, they've made something that could easily become a daily go-to for guys who want to elevate their style and still enjoy the sneaker-like comfort. If you want to see Amberjack's original dress shoe compared to some more traditional offerings, then check out this video here. I want to thank Amberjack for sponsoring this video and letting me keep my opinions my own. And I want to thank you for watching. I'll see you over in the next video.